with Israel. But then the second they make fun of it. So why the Quran call Jacob Israel if they don't believe in the story? Because Israel, this is exactly what the name mean. So when the stupid Muhammadan they make fun of the story of Israel or Jacob, they are making fun of their book. Nobody can explain to us how he got the name Israel in the Quran. It doesn't even say who is this guy Israel. So by accepting the name Muhammad, by accepting the name as a thief, he confirmed the story in the Bible. The Muslim, they make fun of it.
Yeah.
So the story about the angel. Actually, Moses have many nice stories. I like them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you remember the story about Moses was shy, and always he don't take a shower alone. So he took a shower alone. Sorry. So and then they accuse him that his testicles are something wrong with them, and his thing is small. So so Allah, he made a rock steal his clothing when he went to take a shower in the lake, and then the rock.
Is this real?
I'm not joking. I will show it to you. But let's go first. Let us go first to this here Al-Bukhari. All right. The angel of death was sent to Moses, and when he went to him, Moses slapped him severely. You know, it's like not like slap him only, severely. Spoiling one of his eyes. The angel went back to Allah, to his Lord, and said, "You send me to a slave who does not want to die." Allah restored his eye and said, "Go back and tell him, i.e. Musa, to place his hand over the back of an ox, for he will be allowed to live for a number of years equal." If I am him, I will find the most hairy ox ever. I will go to Amazon and I will buy those hair growing things, you know, and I put it in the ox, and you know. But now let's go about Moses, the stone stealing his clothing. And by the way, this is why when I go to if I go, like, you know, to country have beaches or etc., I will never put my clothing on the stone. Never put it in sand. So I'm serious. Look at this. So the stone, it's a miracle of Allah. Allah wanted to prove that Moses' testicles are fine and they are beautiful. So it says here, actually there's many hadith. Let us see which one we will read. The one have more details is better. You see, all of those are authentic. They cannot say this is, you know, this is very much repeated. Okay, this one is more detailed. Let us take this one. This is Al-Bukhari. It says here, Allah Messenger said, the Prophet Moses was a shy person, and he used to cover his body completely because of his extensive shyness. One of the children of Israel hurt him by saying, he covered his body in this way only because he have some defect in his skin, either leprosy or scrotal hernia. I'm saying it correctly? I think I'm saying it wrong. You agree with me?
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Or he has some other defect. Allah wished to clear Moses of what they said about him. Man, the gossip spread between the people of Israel. The Prophet Moses has penis, something wrong with it. Really? What do you have? You have a scrotal hernia. What the heck? He's a prophet of God and his testicles have what? Actually, I heard that one of his balls is not even there. What the heck? Who told you that? I heard that one of his wives, she hit him between his legs and she broke one. Not two. To be honest, I cannot say it's two. I heard only once. However, I heard that he is a prophet. This is why he have 3 balls. So he lost one. So now he have 2. Okay. So now
Subhanallah.
Allah wanted to clear the reputation of Moses. So what he did, look at this. So Allah wished to clear Moses of what they said. So one day, while Moses was in seclusion, he took off his clothes and he put them on a stone and he started taking a bath. When he had finished the bath, he moved toward his clothes as to take them, but the stone took his clothes and fled. Moses picked up his stick. He cannot move away without his stick. I mean, are you kidding me? This is Harry Potter. So now the guy is naked and he is worried about the stick. Like this is cell phone at that time. So he picked up his stick and ran after a stone, saying, "Oh stone, give me my garment." And here, Muslims, I want to ask you, shouldn't be Moses like astonished by the stone is running? Shouldn't he say like, "What the heck? Am I getting dizzy or what?" Instead, he was chasing the stone. Like, imagine I see a stone moving, I will be stunned. I will like, what? But look,
There's
like,
no way this is serious.
but at that time, we have to be honest, stones used to run all the time. That's why Musa was not surprised. They run, they steal clothing, they are arrested. They are illegal immigrant. They come to America from the borders. He can't find them. He can't find a lot of them in Arizona or Texas. So, but the stone took his clothing and fled, and Moses picked up his stick and ran after the stone, saying, "O stone, give me my garment," till he reached the group of Beni Israel, and who saw him naked. Then they found him the best of Allah has created. So everybody, the women, everybody like, "Wow, look what Moses have. Allahu Akbar. This is the best. This is the best penis and testicles we ever saw." And this is the book of, and this is the prophet of God. And so Allah wanted to prove that his penis and his testicles are fine, there's no defect there, by making him what? Run naked, humiliating the guy. And not only that, the story is not over. Anything over? No, Moses have to punish the stone. So look, Allah cleared him of what they had accused him. The stone stopped there, and Moses took and put his garment and started hitting the stone with a stick. And look, Muhammad's story is not even finished yet. And Muhammad now he swear by Allah, the stone still has some traces of the hitting. 3 or 4 or 5. Look, Muhammad is not sure, to be honest with you. I mean, I have to be honest.
Allahu Alam.
I'm not sure how many mark left, but I say to you 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe. But look, this Moses, man, his stone, he is hitting the stone, and it leave marks. Look like Musa did not understand that this is the stone of Allah. Why you are punishing the stone, you idiot? Isn't it Allah who made you? But you don't know. He doesn't know what's going on. Musa is just a fool, man. Like, what the heck? Why the stone? Actually, if I am him, I should cut her hand. The stone is a thief.
Is this a serious story? Like CP, is this like actually serious, or it's a cartoon?
Oh yeah, no, it's in front of you. This is Al-Bukhari. This is the reference. They cannot say, yeah. And then they come and they speak about logic and they claim, I mean, look who is talking about logic.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is not normal. How can they follow a stupid cult like this? Seriously.
They do. Human being can be so stupid, and Islam is the proof.
I'm going to leave you because I don't want to take your time, but I just want to let you know that today we had a wonderful Abdul that taught us that apparently camel urine cures cancer. So I just wanted to leave you with a little bit of knowledge.
I have to be honest with you. CP. I've been infected by cancer more than 70 times. Each time I drink camel urine, and then I went to the hospital. They told me to now I don't have cancer no more, and all your problem is solved. But now the camel urine caused the following problem: you have a kidney failure, heart problem, blood poison. I mean, this is urine. I mean, they will kill your liver, will kill your, will poison your blood. What are you doing?
God bless you, CP.
All right, take care, my brother.
God bless.
You know actually, always I find even real medicine. You know, real medicine. I found it astonishing how uh, uh, how those companies, when they sell us medicine, how they fool us. You hear those medicine commercial in YouTube. They tell you how good this medicine. Like, let's say you have a pain in your knee, you have you have headache, whatever. I mean, and then the disclaimer: this medicine can cause heart attack, brain damage, blah blah blah, can cause death. Blah, 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 blah. So all of this can be caused by this so-called medicine to stop my knee pain. So now I solve my knee pain, and I will lose my vision. If you lose your vision, if you feel that you're losing vision, getting dizzy, heart problem, you might have heart attack, you might have a heart brain attack. I mean, all kind of filthy, crazy problems can happen to you. And this is a medicine done by professional pharmacists and doctors. And now they say to us, camel urine. So why you Muslim, you go all the way, you fly around the world, to Europe, to America, to Korea, to do all kind of surgery? As long the camel urine. Why you need even why you need the UNRWA? Why you need the hospital and the surgery room? Just to give him the camel urine. Alan, go ahead, my friend.
Yes, hello, Christian Prince.
Hello.
Can you hear? You can hear me? Okay, good.
I do. Bye.
Well, people are saying they were following you for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. I've been following you probably for the longest one, like 15 years, when you were in PayPal.
All right.
But anyway,
PalTalk, you mean?
initially,
PalTalk, you mean?
PalTalk, yeah.
Yeah.
Initially, I was translating your videos. I'm ethnic Armenian, growing up in the Soviet Union.
All right.
Yeah, now I'm in the United States. Anyway, I translated your videos. Then I decided to use your arguments and make my own streams. So now I have hundreds of followers and thousands of viewers. Almost like I don't do it every day, but we do it weekly.
All
And
right.
believe it or not, whenever we use your arguments, not a single Muslim can say anything. Basically, they do not know what to say. Some of them actually write to me and thank me. Some of them write very angry messages because they really have no idea that Islamic Hadith say such things. And
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, I wanted to ask you to show. I never seen you showing this Hadith before. So if you don't mind, can I send you the link, or I can just give you the number?
You can tell me what.
There's three.
You can post a link if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, there's three of them, but they're very similar and they're very funny, actually.
All
But
right.
before we even go there, there is a ayat in Quran which says that if you visit messenger of God, do not stay in his house.
Mhm.
Leave as soon as possible. Remember that hadith?
Yeah, this is Quran.
That,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So do not stay in his house, it says, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you read the hadith, it says that guests came to Aisha's house.
He stayed there and he slept there.
Yeah, not only they
And
they
then
slept
and when Muhammad he came back, he found the man.
Muhammad, no, Muhammad wasn't there.
No. Muhammad wasn't there, but Muhammad later he found out. She told him that this is my brother from breastfeeding, correct?
No.
Oh, this is not hadith. Okay, this is a different one. Okay.
Funnier.
Oh, okay.
This is even funnier. Okay, this is one of them.
Okay.
Okay, this is one link. Can you see it?
All right.
It's a Tirmizi 116. It says that, Aisha had a guest to whom she lent a yellow wrap for him to sleep in. He had a wet dream.
We mentioned this hadith many times before.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This
Anyway,
is the guy he masturbate and he masturbate in the house of Aisha. Yeah.
But again, the Quran says, "Do not stay in the house of the messenger."
But this is
of
not
God,
about
right?
staying. This guy is even masturbating there. You see,
Yeah.
it doesn't say, actually, it says there, فَاحْتَلَمَ. So now, the guy is sleeping in the house of Aisha. Why in the world he is doing this?
Exactly.
And why he is even there?
And again, they have no idea what to say, because Quran says one thing and you read the Hadith, it says completely the opposite. I mean, who dared to visit the wife of the Prophet when the Prophet is not home? Moreover, they're staying and to sleep there. And the wet dream, what is a wet? And read what happens next.
Yeah.
They began to undress, so they're standing there naked. See, it says he submerged his clothes in the water, so he is naked there, washing his clothes. And then she's like, "Why did he ruin our garment?" Look at her. I mean, look what she's saying. She's shocked that he undressed and began to wash his clothes.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Why did she do it?" He had to. All I did was scraping it off, meaning the dry semen. So she's giving him advice what to do. Imagine, it's not. She wasn't surprised that he stayed there.
She is
She was
expert.
surprised that he.
And this is
Yeah,
this
she
is
was.
telling you main thing, that the house of Muhammad was not really respected. Men, they come and masturbate
Yeah, I
inside the
mean,
house.
what is this? I mean, I'll give you another.
Oh no, let me give you this one. This one is the one you are mentioning is nothing. Look at this one. What is the hadith? Hold on.
I don't remember you reading this actually.
Oh no, this is an old hadith. We mentioned it many times. I think it's in my book actually too.
But there's more than one, and they're all
Yeah, all
different
of them
people.
are the same. All of them, they are the
So
same.
and they all visit Aisha, and same thing happened. They
Yeah,
sleep
yeah.
overnight, and then they wash their semen, and it's like nothing. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
same thing happened to every single one of them.
there is the hadith where let us see.
Yeah, but this is too funny. I mean, you visit. I mean, I ask Muslims, would you visit your friend when he's not home? It's like, yeah, why not? What's wrong with that?
And masturbate, and masturbate too.
Yeah, yeah. Would you stay there when he's not home? Would you let your wife have a guest when you're not home and have him
I cannot
sleep
find
in your house?
I have
And they talk about dignity and honesty and
I have the hadith in Arabic. I will use Google translation. Here it says that Muhammad, he came and he found a man alone in the house of Aisha. Alone, there's nobody. Let me spread the page a little bit so you guys so I will use Google translation.
Yeah.
So you guys can read. So he came home and he found this man in his house, alone with her. So he got so angry. Muhammad, he got so angry. And you see here it says, I saw anger in his face. And he was
and
not,
this is when she said he is my milk brother?
Yeah, and not only he is there, he is sitting next to her.
Yeah.
They are alone in the house. The man sitting next to her alone. There's nobody in the house. She said, "Oh, Messenger of Allah, he is my brother through breastfeeding."
Sure, he is. And he's never seen him before.
And exactly. Okay. How he is a brother from breastfeeding, but Muhammad never saw him. He never even saw him in town. He never saw him anywhere. Never saw him even close to her. He never met him. That's why he's angry. Who's this guy, a stranger? Suddenly he is a brother and he is a breastfeeding. And so now any man, he go to his house, he found his wife sitting next to a man alone in the house. She will say to him, "This is my brother, from breastfeeding."
Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, when you read this hadith, you think, what were actually, we came to the idea that most of the authors of the hadith are Persians, weren't they? Like Bukhari or
No,
Muslim.
he is not the author really. Al-Bukhari is just collecting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, he is Persian, right?
yeah, but he is not the
From
one.
Persia.
He is not the author. He is just collecting, supposedly. In
So
fact,
don't you think that Persians were like making jokes of the Arabs at that time? Because
Al-Bukhari,
this is too funny.
Al-Bukhari book never exists, by the way. There's no book. It's called Al-Bukhari.
Exactly. So whoever wrote it, don't you think that they were making
No.
fun of the Bedouins?
Al-Bukhari did not write books. Those are written by who claim to be the student of Al-Bukhari, and they are collecting what he said.
I know, but don't
Yeah.
you think this is insulting? Like, don't you think they would
No.
invent
For
those
them, they are
stories
not.
to make fun?
For them, it's not. For them, it's they don't see any insult. In fact, all of those supposedly after filtration. If you go with like the book of Isaac, Ibn Ishaq, he's like they made it clear that any hadith does not be fit with the honor of the Prophet, we delete it. We took it away. So this is after the filtration.
Yeah.
So we do
There's
not
another
know
funny one.
how many they are gone, how many they delete. Maybe tens of thousands.
There's so many stupid and funny hadith. I mean,
Yeah.
do you remember this one when Muhammad wanted to prohibit men having sex with their wives while they were breastfeeding, and he didn't know what to do. So the hadith says that he went to see what the Byzantines and Persians did it, and he saw it was fine, so he allowed his men to have
do it.
sex with their wives while they were breastfeeding. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't think of anything dumber than that, and they wrote it.
Yeah. Well,
So Muhammad was not, as you were saying always, like he wasn't getting a message from Jibril or Allah. No, he went to see what the Persians did and what Byzantine people did, and then he said, "Okay, you can do it too." You know.
everything Muhammad he do, he's copying somebody.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think the breastfeeding for adult.
That I have.
I think the breastfeeding for adult was he was making fun, and then his followers they took it seriously, and then he is stuck. So he claimed that this is from Allah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to ask you? Well, we know several names that which sound in Arabic, Hebrew names. Like Jesus is Yeshua, and Yeshua is in Hebrew. Yeshua is in Arabic. But we don't. Sometimes I need to know how does other names sound. For example, Musa. Muslims say Musa. In English, it says Moses. How does Christian Arab spell
Musa, but other names are wrong.
Also Musa.
Yeah,
What
like as an example, John, Muhammad he called him Yuhya. The correct name is Yohanna.
Yohanna. In Arab, Christians call him Yohanna.
Yes.
How about Noah?
Nuh.
How about Ismail or Suleiman
or Ismail?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. Ibrahim is a wrong name. It's supposed to be Abraham, but like there's a street language, and you have to go with it. If you say the name which nobody understands, then nobody will use it. Yeah.
But Christians, Arab Christians, use very similar name to Muslims, or they sound different.
Most of the names are different. Some of them they are the same. Like as an example, Israel is the same.
Right.
Yeah. So there is many names.
Also, how do you say
Muhammad, by the way, he was copying the Arab Christian. It's not the opposite. However, when he copied the name of the Messiah, I could not really find a reason for him to come with this name Isa. But it is possible, but not for sure, that he is taking it from the Greek language Isos. So but because nobody knows Isa. We don't know who's Isa. There's no Isa. No Arab Christian ever heard this name before. We do not know who is this person. So Muhammad, he learned some words. As an example, Umran. In the Bible, there is no Umran. There's Umram. There's no Umran. Umram. Yeah. So Muhammad have it wrong. Some names are correct. Some names are wrong. However, any name Muhammad he took, he is copying somebody, regardless if it's wrong or right.
Okay, one more question. How do you say Christian in Arabic? Is
مسيحي
it
مسيحي
Masihi or Masihiyun?
no, a Christian is individual. I say مسيحي.
Masihi.
And
And Christians, plural?
المسيحيين or المسيحيون. مسيحيين is many.
Masihiyin or Masihiyun?
But
Because when I
it's
speak
best to
about
say
it, I always...
المسيحيين. المسيحيين. It's, you know, so there are many, too many. The Christians. The Christians.
Yes, yes.
Masihi is one Christian. Masihiyin is many.
Because whenever we speak about Nasara, I always have to say
no, we don't use that
Christian.
word. No Christian use the word Nasara. It's an insult for us. Actually, we don't use it.
It is insult. That's what I wanted to say. It is insult, right?
And the word Masihi coming from the word Masih, which means the Messiah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more thing, if you let me. When you say, it's funny actually the way you say it, but I just want to know, is this the way the Arab sounds, Arab grammar? When you say Muhammad, he said, Aisha, she said, people, they said, you always use this pronoun after name, then you say Muhammad, he said, Aisha, she said. Is that the way you speak in Arabic? You translating like every word?
You see, in Arabic, if you look at the screen, as an example, if you look at the screen in front of us, in Arabic, we put the word Sayyid before the name.
But
not after, you know.
You understand my question, right? When you speak in English, you say Aisha, she said. Why are you saying she said? When we understand it's a she, you don't have to say Aisha, she said.
Well, in Arabic, in Arabic, the word qala, which means said, it's a male or female. So it is different word. It's not the same as English.
So you have to say Aisha.
Yeah, if you want to translate accurately, because in Arabic, if you want to say she, you want to say she said, or you said said, you cannot just say said like English. You have to say to a female. She said qalat. So there is a ta at the end, qalat. That will make it for sure a female is talking. If it's a male, you say qala. There's no t. The t you add it at the end it's called ta'ut ta'nith, which means the ta of female. So if you go as an example in the Quran and I type the word qalat, you will see here is speaking about the ant. Why? Because ants in the Quran, in the Arabic language, is all insect. Yeah, namla, all insect. You know, let us go to the verse right away. All insect in Arabic usually are females as word, not necessarily as gender. You know. Yeah. So the second you say, like I say, a nahla. You know, namla. Namla by itself is a female. We don't have a male for the insect. We don't have a name as a male. So when you want to say the ant, she said, you have to say
ant, she said. You always in Arabic, this is how you say
ant,
she said.
Right. You have to say it this way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is why in Arabic is different. Said, it's about gender. Like you can make definition. Is it a male or a female by the word said itself?
Yeah.
So here you see it says قالت نملة. قالت, the word qala is a word means he said. If you say it alone, qala, it's mean a male.
Yeah.
But the t at the end, you see my screen, right?
Yes.
The last letter is called the t of females, ta'ut ta'nith. So the second you add it to anything, that will make it a female word.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. We have the similar grammar in Russian.
Yeah. So
by the way, whatever you said about Russian everything is correct. Sometimes I'm surprised how well you know the situation there. Yeah, just a few words. I know you had some Russian commentators like pro-Putin idiots. Putin is a killer, dictator.
Yeah, and he sold out the Armenian.
Absolutely,
you
absolutely. He sold the Armenian, and not a single country in Europe.
Those foolish government of Armenia, they trusted this filthy man.
Absolutely.
He can stop the war in 2 seconds if he make a threat. Nobody
He
will
didn't
dare.
do anything. He didn't move his finger to do anything.
Yeah. So because he is just having a friendship with Erdogan, he allowed the Turkish to slaughter them. He allowed them to take Nagorno-Karabakh.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And he is watching. And he is controlling Armenia right now. Armenia, they have no freedom. They became captured.
No. They are all under Russian control.
Yeah.
They're surrounded by Muslims.
Yeah.
Turkey is in the south, Azerbaijan and Iran in the east, and
they have no choice. They have no sea. They have no port. They have nothing.
Yeah.
And he don't even allow them to use the weapon which he sold them. Imagine, they have S-300. He warned them not to use it.
Yeah.
So how they can defend themselves?
If you know today was he killed recently a Russian opposition leader.
Yeah.
Alexei Navalny. You may have heard of him.
Yeah.
He was the only promise, to Russian that for better future, but they killed him.
Well, each time anyone oppose him, he ended dead. This is not the first one. Like even the guy who was his gang leader, like the Wagner.
Yes, Prigozhin. Yeah,
he killed him. Yeah. Anyway, everybody knows him. It's not a secret, But I think, you see, it doesn't matter how long a dictator can stay. There's a time where he will collapse. It's just a matter of time. He will go. But Armenian, I pray for the Armenian to be smarter and to find their own way. And not to depend on others. They have to manufacture their own weapon. I know Armenian, they are very smart. I know Armenian. Like in the Middle East, if you want to go to a mechanic guy, go to the Armenian. They listen to the car engine. He don't even need to open he tell you what the problem. So
I know. My father's Armenian. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So Armenian are very smart people. Actually, most of the Russian weapon is made by Armenian. No joking. The Sekhoi itself.
Do you know the plane MiG? You know who made it? Mikoyan.
Yeah. So how the Armenian making weapon to other countries, but they don't have their own drone. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Everybody have drones these days. So why they don't? How the Turkish became smarter.
They trusted the Russians. They trusted the Russians.
That is the biggest mistake. Never trust your neighbor to protect you. You protect yourself.
Yeah.
Where I live, we have a very good police, but doesn't mean I don't trust the police, but I don't trust that the police will be here when I need them. Nobody can defend me as I do myself. So I have guns, I have weapon, I have bullets. So if somebody attack me, I will make him shish kebab. When the police come, he's welcome. But I'm not going to wait until the police come. I will be dead. The police then they come, they take pictures of you. They say this guy, he was shot in the head, and they put your picture in a file, and then we were looking for the one who did it. Thank you very much. So even if you live in a place where it is secure supposedly, you better arm yourself to defend yourself. We don't want people to be criminals. We don't want Armenians to kill their neighbors. But what's happening is the opposite. This nation is slaughtered through centuries, and the whole world is watching, and nobody care.
Yeah. And there was an interesting thing the Armenians did. Remember the earthquake just a year ago in Turkey? Azerbaijan was blockading Armenians in Karabakh. The Armenians were literally starving. And when earthquake happened in Turkey, what did the Armenian government do? They behaved like a Christian supposed to. Love your enemy.
They are being stupid. This is not love. This is stupidity.
No. They helped people in need in Turkey. They
should not. They should not. That's stupid.
Oh, it is stupid in a way, but also in a Christian
way.
No,
this is not a Christian. You don't feed your enemy who is going to kill your kids tomorrow. That is stupid. Yeah, that's not.
There are little kids dying there too.
No problem. The Muslims, the Turkish they have migrant around the world. They have millions in Europe. They can send support. You are the one who need, instead of sending your money to feed the enemy, go and buy weapon to defend yourself. The enemy is coming to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But obviously, the president of Armenia is a donkey.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you
very much, Christian Prince. I will call you again sometime if you don't mind.
If you like, you can post your channel so people they can join you if you want.
Yes, please.
I don't mind.
Well, we rarely do it in English, but we had a priest from Nigeria once, but most of them are in Russian.
All right. If anyone would like to join this brother in his channel, he have a channel. He's sometimes
Yes,
do in
please.
English, and if you
I'll
are an
post
Armenian, you do it mostly in Armenia, right?
most in Russian. In Russian.
Russian. Okay. If you speak Russian, you can join his channel. You can post your
Yeah.
link.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. LP3, go ahead. LP3. LP3. Are you there? LP3. All right. Who was here before? Salvation or Clay? Which one? Are you there, Clay? No.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I just got here. So what's the topic?
Okay, hold on, Clay. LP, he came back. Go ahead, LP.
Sorry, my mic I was suppressed.
All right.
I was in a DM with a Muslim.
Mhm.
I don't know if they are still watching, but it was Wheelie. They were in the chat, and we were talking about 3350. You're familiar, right?
3350. Oh, what about it? Right.
Okay, so
I lost
they
you.
use the word nikah, if I'm not mistaken. Does it use the word nikah?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so their translator was saying that word was translating to marriage, like he will marry her. But mine was saying that the Prophet wants to repudiate it, which means associate.
No, neither one
So
is.
I don't know which translator is correct.
Neither one is true, because first of all, you see in Arabic it says yes, tankihuha. It's a continue, and it's a future thing. It's not something you do one. It's you do many times for the same person. Same time, the word nikah does not mean marry. It means physically the F word. So Muhammad, he said, when your wives, they have their period, do with them everything except nikah.
Okay, yeah.
So if nikah mean marriage,
I know that's found in a different verse, a little earlier than
So
that.
obviously the word nikah, and this is what dictionary says, the word nikah in Arabic dictionary mean something going inside something else. So they say tanakahat al-ashjar, that means the branches of the trees go inside each other. All right. So neither one is correct. It is the F word.
All right, thank you. And is there a way I could find resources to like the dictionary?
Yeah, I will show you the hadith. Or give me a second.
I'm certain this won't be the first Muslim that will respond to me that he or she is also saying that that's not the word they were talking about. They were talking about the yastinka.
Yastankih, yeah, yastankih is the same as nikah. Yeah,
pronunciation.
yastankih is the continue. This is why it says cannot. It's not about marriage. You see, it doesn't say the Prophet marry her. You know, the word Arabic. In Arabic, we have the word marriage. I mean, he can say that. You know, if this is, you know, he can say that word. I mean, we are not short of words in Arabic. Why he wanna use this word? So if we go here, let's see if I can find this hadith here. Do you see it in front of you?
I'm gonna send it in the chat. Hold on, because apparently this is not the right word, but I don't know what other word they're talking about.
Wait, what's the argument?
I sent it in Arabic in the chat.
No, what point are you trying to make with this?
Yeah, well, I didn't like the verse.
Yeah.
Like it's promoting, even if it's talking about marriage, it's promoting multiple wives.
Anyway, let me pause the link for you. You see my screen, or you don't see it?
Yes, I see it.
So what is the word intercourse there? It is nikah. The Muslim translation for intercourse, simply it is nikah. So he said, the Jews used not to eat with the women during her menstruation period. So the Prophet of Allah, he said, do everything else apart from nikah. Where is the marriage?
Okay.
They are their wives already, you know. So already, obviously, and here we go. This is the Arabic. It says here, you can compare between this word in the Quran and the word here. Isna'u kulla shay illa nikah. And this is reported in Muslim, Sahih Muslim too. So it's very authentic. Do everything except nikah. With who? With your wives. So they are already their wives. So if nikah mean marriage, well, are you going to marry your wife? You know? Yeah. And the same appear in the Quran, where it says if a Muslim woman, she divorced her husband 3 times, she have to do nikah to the new husband. She married him, but she have to sleep with him. So it says hatta tankah, until she, if.
So what's the? I don't get the argument though. What's the problem?
Chapter 2, verse number 230. All right. Here,
Okay.
and until she, if, and you can find the hadith about a woman. She married a man, and she don't want to sleep with him. So her husband did beat her. So Muhammad said, if you think that you can go back to your previous husband, you cannot do that until he do nikah to you. Until you taste his juice and he tastes your juice. And this is the hadith, and this is al-Bukhari. Until,
Okay.
and the Muslim translate that as intercourse. But the fact, the word there, the last one, it says, taste his juice, which means orgasm, and he tastes your juice, which means orgasm. So she is married now, but she did not do nikah. So if you think you can go back to your previous husband without doing nikah with the new husband, you are mistaken. He have to taste your juice. It's unlawful for you. Anta rifa. Do nikah to you. He tastes your juice, and you taste his juice. The word nikah is a very filthy word. It's a savage. It is simply the F word. It's a physical act, physical word.
So what's the argument, guys? Like, what's the actual?
Wait. What about Al-Baqarah 220, like the Surah 221 verse? It talks about marriage there. Does it use any words in 3350, like the word tanke?
Speak slowly. I don't understand. What? To what?
Surah 2, verse 221. It talks about marrying different people. Does it use any of the words that is found in 3350? Like,
Okay.
she's saying that tanke is a word that is she's talking about, that talks about marrying in 3350.
You know, if the word tankah mean marriage, and the word tankah mean to F in the same time, that means marriage in Islam is the effing word.
So is tanka and nikah the same thing?
This is what they claim, but obviously nobody uses it. The Arab will not use this word. Tankah is to F.
Okay,
Tankah is
but in
tankah is to F.
It's the issue. It's consummation. What's the problem?
Consummation?
What's the argument?
they're saying
Yeah, consummate.
No. This has nothing to do about consummation. It's about doing nikah to, here this verse about doing nikah to non-Muslims. So there's no word marriage here, you know. The word marriage does not exist. But because Muhammad is a savage man, he is using that word, and the Muslim, they say he meant marriage. But obviously the word marriage, like you see the word marriage, we have it in the Quran, zawj.
yeah.
You do not need to use the word nikah at all. Why you want to use such a word? This is the F word. So you can say tazawwaja. That's it. Zawj.
What's the argument?
Huh?
What's the argument? What's the problem? What's the issue? I don't understand.
Are you a Muslim, Clay?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. LP, can you give us a break, please, so I can talk to Clay?
Okay.
If you don't mind. Go ahead, Clay. The argument is, what is the word nikah mean?
Consummation.
So, consummation, so it's not marriage?
So, and we use it like if somebody gets married, the nikah is when they get consummated. You know what I'm saying to you?
So the
That's
marriage,
what it
the
entails.
marriage is not the marriage is not nikah, correct?
So marriage is three things. It's the walima, the nikah,
Marriage is
and
what? Marriage is what?
and
Marriage is three things. Is what?
there's
First one.
yeah. So three things to be married. You have to have the walima, the dowry, and the nikah.
What is the first one?
The walima,
What walima?
like you announce it to people. You have
What does
food.
have to do?
You have
Walima mean?
witnesses.
Walima mean food. What does this have to do? Are you what are you talking about? Food? So now you can't
Yeah, you
get
have to
married
have
unless
it.
you have a food.
No, you have to invite people, so it can be like a public
Who
thing. So you invite. It doesn't have to be like
where do you get this from?
this is in the Sharia.
Where you get it? Show me.
What do you want me to show you? I'm show you like
You need, my
a
friend.
shopping book. Or I'm
There is
showing
nothing. It's called walima. You need witnesses, not walima.
yeah,
Wali-
yeah. The witnesses.
walima is mean massive food.
No, it could be just dates. Like it doesn't have to be like
No, well, this is what walima mean. You need witnesses. Now I want to ask you, who was the witness of Muhammad when he married Zainab?
So the Prophet ﷺ, one of his rights is he doesn't have to pay dowry, and the woman doesn't need a witness.
See, so marriage in Islam, and you agreed that you have to have witnesses, but Muhammad, he can sleep with women without witnesses, so he's fornicating.
It's not sleep with women. These are his wives. He's married.
How
He
his
doesn't have to
wife?
have
You say
a
it. You
witness.
say the marriage will not be valid unless we have witnesses, correct?
Yeah, it's one of his privileges, though.
So now Muhammad have a privilege, guys. He can sleep with other women. so if
Well,
a Muslim,
technically speaking,
if other Muslim, he do have the same as Muhammad, he will be stoned. Is that correct?
yeah, but Muhammad ﷺ, his marriage was like capped. So after his last wife, he wasn't able to marry anymore. So
What do you mean last wife? After his last wife, the man had died. What last wife? What are you talking about? Any woman?
He was capped. He was capped at 11 wives. So
Listen. Why Muhammad have a privilege that he did not need witnesses? Isn't it witnesses to prove that there is no fornication in the process? Isn't this is the point?
Yeah,
okay. So Muhammad is a fornicator. So Muhammad is not a Muslim. Muhammad is above Islam. Every Muslim, he can have only 4 wives maximum in the same time. Otherwise, if he have number 5, he will be killed. Muhammad, he can have unlimited. Every Muslim have to have witnesses.
It's not limited. It's not unlimited. His
He
wife
have
he wasn't able to have
unlimited.
a
There is
wife
no
after
any women she
no.
offer herself to the Prophet. Any women, no number, no number.
No, it was capped. So after his 11 wives,
My friend, don't tell me there is no. Okay, can you show me a verse in the Quran says there is limited numbers for you?
1 second, I got.
If you want, I can help you. I can help you. You want to help my help? Go to chapter 33, verse number 51 and 52. Hello? Is he still there? What happened to this guy? You will notice here, I don't know what happened to him. You will notice here, it says you can if as many as your captive women. So what do you mean no more women? Unlimited. In the same time, the translation is false. Nothing is lawful for you after. But when this verse came, when Muhammad is already in the process, he cannot even have women. Are you there, Clay?
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I can't like go back and forth. But
All right. So as you see here,
I hear what you're saying.
it says that the prophet here in verse number 52, you are looking, I can find it for you in 2 seconds. It's not lawful for you more women, but doesn't say, by the way, to marry. This is false translation. In the top of that, this does not include all the slave women you own, the one you capture from their husbands. You can rape them.
So yeah, so marriage and
There's
war
no
captive is
marriage.
two
There's
different
no
things.
marriage. Where is the word marriage? Can you show me the marriage?
I just says two different things.
Okay, but your prophet, do your prophet marry? When a woman, she offer herself, is she is married to Muhammad, or she offer herself sexually?
So offering is as she wants to get married, but like, marriage has to
Where is the
happen.
word married? Can you show me the word married in the verse?
What's your argument? What point are you making
My
right now?
friend, why you keep saying what's your argument? What's your argument? I'm asking you a specific word.
I don't know.
Don't waste my
Yes,
time. I'm asking you, where is the word married? Can you show me where it says that this woman, she offers herself, she is your wife? Where it says?
what verse are you reading right now?
Well, you are the Muslim. You do not know what verse I'm talking about.
I don't know what verse you're reading right now.
It's in the front of you on the screen. Any
I don't
believing
know.
women, she offer herself to the prophet. Offer herself. Is that a marriage or sex? It's sex. It says yes, tankihuha, and it's you who said it's consummate. This is your words. So what the prophet he do? He do the sex. She offer herself. The prophet he boom boom the women. Why? Why the prophet have a
That's your claim.
privilege? Why the prophet have a privilege that any women they can offer themselves? He have already many women.
Oh, that okay. So that's your claim. Now prove from the seerah that ever happened.
What?
That's your claim, right? Your claim is that he could just have relations with any woman, Muslim woman. Show me where that happened in the seerah. This is your claim.
Give me a
So
break.
prove it.
Show me where this happened in the seerah. Many women they offer themselves. And are you saying
Okay,
to
so
me,
name one.
just don't waste my time. Just go, guys. Show me. I'm showing you the Quran. So now the Quran is wrong. So are you saying to me, Allah he told him any woman she offer herself, but nobody offer himself? Or read the interpretation, you will see a long line. This is why the verse after it, when women they start coming to Muhammad, long line, and many of them they don't look good. Look what that Muhammad he made. He made a new surah. Now he noticed that he's stupid. Old women, not good looking women, not pleasant women, all kind of women they offer themselves. So what Muhammad did? So he said, Allah he told me, oh you Muhammad, you can't postpone the turn of whom will of them want to do boom boom to her, not marry her. You see, they put the word wives between bracket. Postponed upon wives? What wives? So those women they start coming offering themselves, and Muhammad he said, I will take you all. He made a mistake. He did not notice that the one who will come is the one who don't have a house, no one to support her. They are looking for security, because now if she sleep with him, she will have free food, free housing, and people will not will never dare to hurt her. So now long line of women, most of them they are widows and old, lining in top of Muhammad, in front of Muhammad's house. Muhammad he opened the door like, what the heck is this? So now he want to find a solution. So Allah is ready, Quran is ready. You Muhammad you can postpone the turn of whom you will if, and you may receive who you will, and whomsoever you desire of those whom you have a sight their turn temporarily. I like to have a spare tire in my car. Her turn temporarily, and no sin to you to receive her again. Like, okay, you know what? You stay here. Okay, I will be back to you. Just give me 5 days, because the wrong line. I mean, so Muhammad start giving tickets. You are number 50. You are number 100. And this guy says to me, show me from the books of Sirah. It's your book. Just get out of here. I don't have time for stupidity. You see, I'm not here to argue with kids. I'm here to speak to men who have decency. It's in front of you. You can delay, you can if now, you can if tomorrow, you can refuse. What is this? Don't come here. Who is the one who invited you? I don't have time for kids. I told you. Show me. So what is this in front of us? And he agreed and he said to consummate. But he did not marry her to consummate. And why everybody need a witness in marriage, otherwise fornication, except Muhammad? Because he have a license of fornication. A person who follow God, he follow God. There's a law for everybody. Do Moses have a special law for him? Like did Musa give the 10 commandments to the Jews and he said, I don't have commandment for me? Is that the scenario? Salvation, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Peace of Christ be with you, CP.
Same to
Am
you.
I audible?
Go ahead, brother. What do you want to say?
Yeah, I'm first time here and I'm listening you since last 4 years. And as English is my not is my first language, so please you should have to manage with my poor vocabulary and grammatical mistakes.
No problem.
I would say thanks to you. I'm listening since last 4 years, and I learned a lot from you. And uh, no, I mean, no, I know a lot about Islam, about everything you been told uh, in your streams, videos, and I wanna say you that I never ever be I mean fan of anyone's, not any movie star or singer, uh, but you are the one and only personality uh, existed right now after Jesus Christ.
My
I
friend,
want you to meet and talk
salvation,
to.
salvation. I don't like people to call me and praise me and tell me you are good and I'm fan. You know, I appreciate what you are
Yeah,
saying,
I know.
but uh, no man is good in this earth, only the Lord. Remember that. So if I can do some service to you and you are happy with it, there is no need to praise me. Do you want to say anything besides
Yes,
what you
I
said?
know. Yes, I know,
Go
sir.
ahead.
I know, brother. I know your nature, and I'm very familiar with your attitude because I'm listening to since last so many years. But as I seen recently, you started your stream in Discord as well, and so I installed Discord and I thought I should talk to you. And if I wanted to ask you something about Islam, uh, I would ask you, uh, what do you think about Muhammad was as a title, as you always say? Do you really believe um, uh, the Muhammad existed in Quran and Hadith, all about Jesus Christ, and mix up things later on?
I don't understand. You are saying, do you think Muhammad was exist in the Quran?
No. As you, I always heard so many apologetics like you and Raw Christian and Sama Talk and so many others. Like Muhammad is a title, and even James Smith says that Muhammad is Jesus. actually. And
J. Smith, he
all
said
other
Muhammad is
stuff like
Jesus.
hadith, yeah, in
What
Aramaic,
what what
in
he mean?
Syriac,
He meant that the word
yeah,
praised one, yeah, praised one. Okay. Yeah, see, Muhammad, when he called that himself, he is obviously trying to claim to be God, because the praised one can't be a man. The praised
yeah,
one is only God. And if the Muslim believe that they are monotheists, so if Muhammad is praised one, who is the praised two? Allah?
yes,
You know? So obviously the name Muhammad is Muhammad, he took it to make himself equal to God. And obviously this is not his name. That's why the Quran, you see, sometimes it says Muhammad, sometimes Ahmad, sometimes Mustafa. If you go right now and search, you will find that Muhammad have 99 names like Allah.
yes. I know basic Arabic. I can understand and
Yeah.
read as well. And recently, I was reading in Tafsir Ibn Kathir about Maqamul Mahmud mentioned in Quran,
Mm-hmm.
and Ibn Kathir wrote about wrote in Tafsir that in last day, in the day of resurrection, uh, Allah will make him praised by all his khalaq, I mean all his creation, and even Allah himself will praise him.
Yeah, yeah.
It was actually new for
No,
me,
already
and
Muhammad is praised in the Quran, because don't you see
but
the Quran?
I just want
Yeah.
yusalluna al nabi, yusalluna al malaikatu yusalluna al nabi.
Right. Correct.
Are you talking about that one?
Yeah. Not only that,
Yeah.
The Quran described Muhammad as light, the same as Allah. So the Quran says that Muhammad, Allah is a siraj, and Muhammad is a siraj. So if Muhammad and Allah, both of them,
Yeah,
you see, so if you go in chapter 33, verse number 46, it says, and the one who invite to Allah, not there's monotheism. This is false translation, and a light, a lamp spreading light. So Muhammad, suddenly he became light of the world, the same as Jesus says, I am the light, right? So Muhammad now became the light of the world, not Allah. It's not Allah no more. Muhammad is the light, and he is the one who lighting the whole universe. He is even a lamp. He is a siraj. You know? Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. And I also want to mention here something we always actually every Christian and Muslim, even Muslim, neglect this because all other prophets they wrote Rahmatullah alayh, as you know, and Muhammad has Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Yeah.
But when they translate this Darud in English,
Right.
uh,
The,
they make him the peace be upon him like Rahmatullah alayh,
yeah. No, this it
but
doesn't
they
say. It
don't
doesn't.
literally
It says
translate.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They don't say that when they speak about
Yeah,
Musa's
or
or.
prayer be, yes. So they actually making delusion. And actually, my question was that do you personally think that if Muhammad is being mentioned in Quran 4 times, all 4 verses, because grammatically those 4 verses are in past tense. So can we say that if we ignore all hadith uh, and we just take Quran and specifically those 4 verses can be about Jesus Christ, and early Islam was actually some heretical sects from Christianity. What do you personally believe?
Can you repeat the last part?
What do you personally believe? Uh, as Quran mentioned Muhammad, the title or name Muhammad 4 times, and all of them are in past sentence. Not even
This is
one
not
is grammatic.
about past sentence. As an example, chapter 48, verse number 29, it doesn't say any sentence there. It's just describing Muhammad. Same chapter 33, verse number 40 is not about being a verb, uh, even though it's past sentence in this case. Ma kana Muhammad. But this is not about like verse number 47. It is past tenses too, so it can come as a description of what Muhammad now or what happened to Muhammad in the past. But that will not change anything. But obviously, the name Muhammad has nothing to do with the person. It is a title describing someone, and now his name is Muhammad. If you go in the Quran, it says that when Isa, he said, "There's a prophet will come after me. His name is Ahmad." Correct?
Yeah.
So why Muhammad became Ahmad? You know. So obviously, this is not a name.
Yeah.
Because if the name is Muhammad, then the name will stay as Muhammad. And why Isa is using the wrong name? They will say to you, they are close in the meaning. No, they are not. I mean, it's close, yes, but they are not the same. But if it's a name, you don't change it. Like we can say the Messiah is a title. Emmanuel. You know, there's many names they are giving to the Messiah, but all of them they are titles. There's only one is a name. The rest are titles. Here, what is the name of the person? Nobody knows even who's Muhammad. Who's Muhammad?
Yeah, that's why I recently I was watching a stream of J. Smith Al Fadi was maybe with him and third person. I don't know him personally. I never watched him earlier, and they were specifically discussing about these 4 verses in Quran. Muhammad has been mentioned in those, and they was uh, trying to tell the audience that if you just take Quran, uh, for Muhammad being mentioned 4 times, it's all about it. It could be all about Jesus, and early Islam could be a sect or heretical sect
No. You
called
see, I don't agree with those
Islam.
things. I don't agree with those fictions. This is fictions, and I will tell you why. In chapter as the chapter in front of us, you know, it says here as an example, like here it's used different name. Same time, why I want to say those things which doesn't make sense. So which is a Christian sect says you can have fornication? Which a Christian sect says a woman she can offer herself to Jesus? What is that? I mean, this is not even right. You know.
No, but CP, you have to comprehend my point. I'm not trying to argue, but just to reach and conclusion. All these commandments and I mean all these I don't know what to say, uh, special treatment not given to Muhammad specifically. I'm just talking about those 4 verses because you know all the or if we talk
My
about
friend,
Quran
my
33,
friend, don't waste your time.
33,
Don't waste your time with fictions. I know that I know those channels. I respect them. They are doing what they think there is right, but there's none of those have to do with Jesus. None of them. That is not true. Actually, in fact, it's an
yeah,
insult.
that's all.
It is an insult. Like here, as an
I
example, chapter
I
3,
was
verse
just trying
144,
to
it
listen
says,
your point of view.
Muhammad is no more than a messenger, many of where messages pass away before him. If he died or is slain, is that the story of Jesus? No, because the
Okay.
Christians knew very sure that Jesus was crucified. Nobody believed in such a thing. In the same time, if you go to the other verse as an example, it says here, Muhammad was not the father of any of your men, and he is the last of the prophet. Is Jesus a prophet?
Yeah, in a sense, actually Christians believe that Jesus was a prophet because he prophesies.
No, but God
And
prophesied, but
he
Jesus,
was, you know,
my
yeah,
friend, people call
uh,
Jesus master, call him prophet, call him rabbi, call him, but he is not. He is God is a prophet too, because the prophecies come from God. But obviously, here is speaking about a
yes,
prophet, not about God. The Christians don't believe in that. Then it's if you continue, Uh, it says here, chapter 48, verse number 29. It says, Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Do the Christian believe that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah? Jesus, sorry,
No, we
Jesus?
don't actually.
Jesus. Do they believe that Jesus is messenger of Allah? No. The Arabic is clear. Do you believe that? Do you believe? Are you Christian? Are you Christian yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that Jesus is a messenger of Allah?
No, not
Okay.
actually Allah, but
So what does have to do with Jesus?
believe Jesus is being sent by the God, and
No,
he
no, no. You
actually
see,
we can
Jesus
believe
is not
Jesus.
sent by the God. Jesus is sent by the Father. So there's difference.
Yeah,
Secondly, the Father, his name is not Allah. Number three, here you see talking about killing others. You know, Jesus is merciful for everybody. It says here, and those who they are with him strong against the unbeliever. Actually, they torture them, and they are merciful with each other. Is that the case with Jesus?
with each other. Yeah.
No. Jesus, he said, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing.
No.
Those who they are crucifying him. So, you know, some channels, they do some extra philosophy, analogy. I don't like that, but people can watch. It's up to you. You can, you know, for me, I don't agree
Maybe
with
for
any of this.
interreligious interfaith harmony, maybe they can be doing this for interfaith harmony. And I just wanted to know your point of view and know specifically in last verses you mentioned. Yeah, we can't go with that argument because you last verse you mentioned it is very clear with the name of Muhammad.
Muhammad is
So
copying
yes,
from
you
the
are
Bible
right. And well,
for
thanks.
sure. Like the same chapter here, verse number 48. Obviously, Muhammad is copying something Jesus he mentioned, and somehow, like you know, trying to make it look different. But anyone will say this is about Jesus, or this is just not true, and this is an insult to Jesus. The Quran is the book of the devil, and no Christian should say such a silly thing. This is silly. This is an insult to Christ. We don't want to do the same
Well,
as the
CP,
Muslims. You see,
yeah.
we don't know, why some people they are doing the same as the Muslims. The Muslim they go and they say, okay, he says, I will raise a prophet from between your brothers. They say this is Muhammad. What those people are doing?
Yeah.
They are doing the same as the Muslims. So this is wrong. This is absolutely false.
Well, CP, I would say thanks again, and I'm learning a lot from you. I learned actually, and specifically, I learned how to keep, uh, how to how to drag your arguments, how to put them in a track. I'm a Muslim. I can do in very good in my language actually. Yes, I learned so many things from books, and I made notes for myself as it's subject wise, and the I know knowledge alone cannot do anything, but you have to know how to use that you knowledge and when to put what argument and when to say what. And this thing I learned from you, and I always recommend my other actually brothers and my friends to learn this thing, how to drag our argument, how to go with them where they want to go, and then actually refute them, just go them with them. I mean Muslim. So this is very actually special thing. So uh, I would again say thanks to you, and keep doing good work, and God bless everyone here. And I will suggest, I will recommend all the people in audience must take notes, screenshots, links, and make your notes using Google Documents. It is very useful platform. You can have every time your notes in your hand, and you can search any word in hundred of the files, because I'm using this method. and it will sync with your email, and no matter where you exist, if even you lost your device, it will not affect you if you have remember your email.
Yeah.
Okay, CP, thank you very much, and
All
thank
right,
you,
brother. Thank
everyone,
you very much.
for
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
God bless you, sir.
Take care. Yeah, always, guys, remember, we don't want to do what Muslims do. We will not support something not true. We are Christians. And if a Christian, he says something, it's not true, I will never agree with him. No matter who, and I'm not saying that those Christians are lying, but obviously it's wrong. It's obvious. We do not need to find Jesus in the Quran. That is an insult to Jesus. How we keep saying the Quran is the book of the devil, and then you try to say to me this is about Jesus. And which Christian sect believe in what in the Quran? Women offer themselves to Jesus. So now Jesus is Jesus. What's wrong with people? I'm not sure who was here first, C or Soldier. Which one was first here?
Yeah, I believe I was first.
All right, go ahead,
Can you hear
Soldier.
me? Well, first of all, it's an honor to be here on your stage. I've been listening to you for about 2 years. Anyway, so I take the opportunity to hold discussions with people who are, whether they be Jehovah's Witness or Mormons, but I try to do so in a very kind of friendly, non-combative way. So for example, with Mormons, I speak about that verse that their entire religion hinges on, where uh, uh, the prophet in the you can maybe help me out there. He said that from this branch he'll be disconnected, or he'll rejoin the branches, and you know, and they say that that's Joseph Smith, right? That's the Mormons. So I go to that verse and I show them, okay, the very next verse is actually interpreting or an explanation of that previous verse. All right. So with Jehovah's Witness, I go to whether it be Revelations 1:8, where Jesus says, I'm the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. Or I go to the place where it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. Right. So those are just really nice one-liner intros. I ask them, so what's their understanding of this verse? Now, with Muslims, it's a little bit trickier because they do not, I guess, believe the Bible is 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 it's still believable despite them referencing it when convenient. So what's some really nice non-combative entry verses? I have lots and lots of screenshots from some of the verses in the Quran that you bring up. So what's the one nice entry verse to have them explain? So what I do now is I ask them something like, where it says all Muslims will go to hell first unless they die in jihad. Right? So that's Sahih, right? And I basically ask them to explain that to see if really they're honest or they're just wanting to. Because sometimes, I feel like they're taught to accept and then defend. They're not really, in fact, they're discouraged to think about. So what's uh, a nice entry discussion to have them explain to really work them towards that encourage thought and see if we can't show them where there's some really significant drops in logic there in the Quran or the Hadiths. I don't know if I was rather long-winded, but yeah, if you get what I'm trying to ask.
Well, as I understand what you're asking me, first of all, there is no rules because every Muslim is different. Generally speaking, Muslims they lie when they answer, and that what make discussion with them is very hard. However, you should not ask the Muslim a question. If you ask him a question, he will give you the wrong answer.
Mm.
The only way to get the answer is not to ask the question. After he give you the answer without asking the question, then he cannot take it back. Like as an example today, who was here in the morning? We have a Muslim. I said to him, we were talking about the description of Allah hands. So he mentioned hands. So I took opportunity and I asked him, if there's a dog, do we say he have 4 legs, or he have 2 hands, 2 arms, and 2 legs? He said, this is stupid. You don't say that. 4 legs for sure. And then right away I showed him the verse in the Quran saying that Allah, he said that the dog have 2 arms. Now he cannot take it no more. He cannot take it back. He start cursing me. So if I show him the verse before I make him give the answer, the whole answer will change. Actually, he said, after he said that, and it's recorded in Ramble, you can go and see it, and even in YouTube, he said, if I know that you will, I do not know you will say that. I do not know. So this is what the Muslims are. They are sneaky snakes. They listen to you, what is your question, and they have already answer. The answer have nothing to do with decency. So you will never get an answer for a question in a decent way. Maybe like 1 of a billion Muslim, he will give you the correct. Maybe he's ISIS, ISIS. They will not, they will say this or this, but normal Muslims, they love to defend by lying. ISIS will kill you, they will not defend. He said, yeah, this is what it says. You like it, we will kill you. So because now they feel themselves weak. If you live in a Muslim country, do you think I can even ask the question? Can I say that? No. So now they don't know what to do. So now you got them busted. You don't ask them the question. You have to go like in a circle until he fell into your trap. It's a trap. We don't debate Muslims. You cannot debate a liar. Nobody in the world can debate. Not even a judge, he can debate a liar. Because a judge, you can tell him, I did not do it. Who raped this woman? I did not do it. We have first witness, second witness, 3 witness. We have your DNA. I did not do it. He's lying. So if you are waiting for him to confess, you will never prove it. You have to get him busted. And this is what we had to do. So we have to get the DNA from the Hadith, from the Quran, reference. But first, we have to make him, let us say, make the mistake of saying something truthful. Muslims don't say something truthful by meaning it. It have to be a mistake. Yeah, like once a Muslim, he said to me, if I say to him, why your prophet he speak etc. about homosexual, he would say to me, you're a liar. So I said to him, how come your prophet he support homosexuality? So now he will not get me busted. So he went and he picked up the hadith which I was going to show him. But I know if I show it to him, he will give me the answer which I don't want. So now he is reading for me the hadith to prove me wrong, which is exactly what I want him to do, to get him busted. So he arrived where it says the prophet, he kicked a homosexual from his house. So if I say to him, you're a prophet, why he have a homosexual in his house? He will deny it. He will say this hadith is fabricated, it is not true, etc. But when I made him read it, now he cannot say, I said to him before you read it, please don't pick up for me a hadith which is not true. He said, absolutely, this is absolutely sure. I said, are you sure? So now he is sure. He said, absolutely. He is the one who picked it. He is the one who put it in the screen. And now we are reading it. Can he deny it? He cannot. And this is why the Muslims here, if you notice today, each time a Muslim comes to me, he says, what's your argument? They don't,
Yeah, I heard that.
yeah, because they want to respond based on the argument just to defend, not to say the truth. the Muslim, they made an article how to debate Christian Prince. And in the article, I wish I have it still, the website. I looked for it, I could not find it again. It was like a blog. It says, whatever a Christian Prince says to you, even if he said to you your prophet was good, don't say yes. And don't say no. Because whatever you say, he will get you busted. So when you debate him, never disagree and never agree. Tell him, what's your argument? What are you trying to say? Don't say yes and don't say no. So why they are doing this? Because simply it's a defensive, not a truthful debate. Like if a Muslim says to me, the Bible says that Jesus came as a man, I'm not going to deny, yeah, he came as a man. You know, the Bible says God created the earth and the heaven in 6 days. Okay. I'm not going to say what Zakir Naik says. Those are billions of years. It says 6 days. Why I want to make it, you know, a billion of years? It doesn't say billions. So Muslims, they lie to defend. We are truthful in our faith, and we should not lie, because if you lie, you become like them. You become satanic. Jesus make it clear. Satan is the father of all lies. So if I want to defend my faith by lying, how I am different from any Muhammadan or Muhammad? And the Muslim, he should know, if he have little decency, that when he lie to defend his religion, obviously his religion is bad. You see, we lie because we are ashamed of something. Only. If it's not a shame, you don't lie about it. Only when we are, only when we do wrong, we lie about it. Only when we hide something, we lie about it. If this is my faith, and people, they can read it, people, they are not stupid, they can read, they can check. Why we lie? Because simply, Muslim been taught that lying is okay, the Quran, there's tons of verses, and supposedly this is the way to protect Islam.